WandaVision series finale just came out today, and like any good comic book property, it has post-credit scenes that leave us wanting more. So today I'm here to theorize and explain what it could possibly mean given its connections to Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness. So, a spoiler warning is ensued, and we must talk about it. So after the events of the finale and after going through the credits, we come into a lonely cabin around the mountains and on a forest where we see Wanda drinking her tea and sitting down on the porch, and as she heads inside, the camera follows her in and once more, spoiler alert. But before I start to give you my theory on what this means and how it connects to the future, I want to know what you think. What are your thoughts on the meaning behind Wanda studying the Darkhold? How does it connect to Doctor Strange? Let me know all that in the comments below. Start the conversation. It's always the most important part. And while you're heading down there, if you haven't done so yet, why not click the subscribe button? It really helps me. It helps the channel out. You'd be supporting me and just be an awesome person if you did so. And if you want to support the channel even more, there's also links for my merch on TeePublic and Redbubble in the description. We see the Scarlet Witch studying the Darkhold as she hears the voices of her now lost children somewhere, somewhen, somehow across the multiverse. That's right, I believe that these voices are coming across somewhere in another universe, and Wanda is studying the Darkhold. She has been described as a being of instant creation. What if she can open the doors to a parallel universe, to many parallel universes, to the entire multiverse as a whole? And what if she can grab someone from there and bring them over to here? And what if that's a problem? Because this post-credit scene not only alludes to the fact that there are two distinct Wandas, one being Wanda herself and another one being the Scarlet Witch taking over, as we saw in the episode, as she takes the power from Agatha and absorbs Agatha's own power and maybe her own evil. But this also suggests strongly that I have been predicting, and many others have been predicting, that Wanda is going to be the antagonist of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. What I'm predicting that will happen is that now that we see Wanda studying the Darkhold, she will want her children back, and maybe even her vision, because the show clearly doesn't leave her in a good place as it ends. Emotionally, psychologically, she is devastated. This is a woman that was trying to deal with her grief and just lost it all, and lost even more than what she had before after the events of the show. And this is not a connection that I'm drawing from that post-credit scene alone, or by the fact that Kevin Feige has said that WandaVision is strongly connected to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, and that Elizabeth Olsen is right now here in London, where I am, shooting Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It's also because of two other things. We got a name drop for Doctor Strange, technically more like a nickname drop.
I'm not a witch. I don't cast spells. No one taught me magic.
Your power exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. It's your destiny to destroy the world.
And as Agatha says that, she brings out the Darkhold itself, confirming that it is the Darkhold, and me and a lot of people have been theorizing that that is the book missing in the first Doctor Strange. So the connection that we know this show and the sequel to have, plus that really interesting detail about the first film, now we have the confirmation. And why would Wanda want to study it? Why is it called the Book of the Damned? Because the Scarlet Witch, a being of chaotic energy, of chaotic magic, a being of instant creation, can open the doors between the multiverse and unleash possibly all destruction on our own universe. And I think it will be up to Doctor Strange to stop her, while Baron Mordo, who wants to eliminate all sorcerers, will go after Wanda to kill her. And I think this allows Wanda and the Scarlet Witch to have a very interesting dichotomy between one and the other. It also allows Wanda to be quote-unquote evil, but also come back from it by the end of the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness movie and become a hero once again with all this evolution after being through all this suffering and all the suffering that she's going to be through in that film as well. We also do know we have a connection to Spider-Man 3, and Spider-Man 3 No Way Home does come out before Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And while there isn't an obvious or blatant connection in this episode that someone says or talks about or that we see, I believe that in the meanwhile, as Spider-Man Far From Home is happening, because WandaVision takes place before that, by the end of that film when we see the post-credit scene with J. Jonah Jameson, I believe that's the moment where Wanda has opened the multiverse and Spider-Man No Way Home will be dealing with that, and that's why we get all those villains from past Spider-Man movies coming back, as well as the rumors of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. And when it comes to that movie's connection to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, I believe it's up to Doctor Strange to bring Wanda back to the good side, as well as help her, or rather she helps him, because she is more powerful, to close out the multiverse and solve all the possible problems that ensues. So those are my thoughts on what this post-credit scene means and how I see it connecting to the future movies that we know that it is connected to. All three things, WandaVision, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, are all one big thing, and I believe this is how we connect them. But I want to know what you think. Do you see Wanda going to the bad side? Do you think she's just going to be a good guy? Do you think she's going to be a bad guy and not come back from it? That she's going to be the next big bad for the entire MCU? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Check out my review of the actual WandaVision finale. Spoilers for that as well. We go through the entire episode, as well as my review for Raya and the Last Dragon that has just been uploaded previous to this, and I hope to see you in those. And so until the next video, my beautiful geekies, love each other and love the movies.